Hey guys, so I'm just gonna kind of jump right into this without like a huge intro. But basically, I found this whole entire like rabbit hole that I've been going down about mole people. Like, what even is mole people? Okay, so basically, I saw this Facebook reel and it was talking about how in Las Vegas there's these people that live in like an abandoned underground sewer like kind of thing. And I was like, what? Like, what does this even mean? So I was like, okay, like instead of watching it by myself, I'm going to do a live reaction about it. It's called Meeting the Mole People Living Beneath the Las Vegas Strip. And it's by the Wonton Don. Very, very interesting.
Dealers, girls hiding from pimps.
Okay, sorry guys. I did watch like a small amount, just the beginning, and I was like, okay, like I genuinely have to watch this live. Didn't know this was a thing. So, okay, there are hundreds of miles of tunnels beneath Las Vegas. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Okay, sewer systems unused, service routes, abandoned mine shafts. Many have no known purpose at all. So there's all these like just underground tunnels that are in Las Vegas, and it's just wild.
Hey, how are you? We're here at Freedom House, Sober Living.
Okay, so side note before I go into the rest of this, and I'm going to try not to pause it so much, but basically the person that made the Facebook reel said the further down that you get, the people literally have their own languages. And some of the people that live there have never seen daylight before. Like people were born in these like sewer systems. They've never been up to the surface, which I find fascinating because there's like this whole thing about like if a fish lives in the dark for a really long time, eventually its eyeballs will fall out, or like its kids' eyeballs will fall out and stuff like that. And I just think it's so cool. But I'm gonna try to let you guys actually watch it, and I'll try not to chime in too much.
We found a couple people through the Shine a Light Foundation. Their names are Jason and Josh, and they're about to take us down beneath the Las Vegas Strip to meet the mole people. Las Vegas is the most glitzy and glamorous place in the U.S., frequented by high rollers, celebrities, and internet moguls. But beneath the Strip, in the 600 miles of sewer tunnels that crisscross the city, lies a different world, the world of the mole people. And I'm not talking about a mutant race of human mole hybrids. I think they're going to be just normal, everyday people who are just, down on their luck.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed by that, but I mean, I'll deal.
I will say this though, after being in Vegas for a week, I can see how someone ends up in the sewers. And how does someone end up living in the sewers?
It's cross addiction. So you may see somebody who lost their home and ended up in a tunnel because of gambling, but they also have a meth problem. 99.99% of the time, there is some type of addiction issue there.
The Shine a Light Foundation has made it their goal to get as many people out of the tunnels and into rehab as possible.
Got 24 people out of the tunnels this year.
Okay.
We've probably taken several hundred to detox.
But today, they were taking us into the tunnels to give us a first-hand look at the Las Vegas mole people community.
What would you guys say are like the main things we should know before we go down the tunnel?
You need to stay with him the entire time and be careful what you film.
Got it.
So there are going to be people down there that are hiding from drug dealers, girls hiding from pimps, that are not going to want to be exposed as to where they. So he needs to be careful that if he just starts going around and starts doing this, you're gonna get a knife in your belly.
For reasons unbeknownst to me, our guides decided that we go to the most dangerous tunnel first.
Full disclosure, the tunnel under the it is one of the more potentially dangerous tunnels to go to in the city. I mean, we almost got stabbed last week when we were there.
Oh, yeah.
The shaman was on them, bro.
Was he?
The only reason I want to go to that one is because there's a girl that's like 7 or 8 months pregnant in that tunnel. I want to get out of there.
Do some people live like a fairly
comfortable existence down there? Like, are there some people kind of just like not on
we're
drugs?
gonna take you. No,
but
not everybody's on drugs.
Everybody's on drugs.
And that's the other thing is, so you'll see tunnels where there's a lot of meth, and you see tunnels where there's a lot of heroin. And actually, it's interesting that most of the heroin tunnels don't like the meth guys because they're too busy. They fuck with my high or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the meth tunnels are those fucking heroin junkies are there.
Sorry for the language, guys. I didn't know that they were gonna like be cussing and stuff like that.
They're too sketchy for me. Or like they actually don't mix that well.
There's clicks.
Yeah, it's cliquish, exactly.
If you're curious, the first tunnel we were heading into was a heroin tunnel. About 200 yards in, we started seeing signs of life. And then the first mole man scootered out of the darkness.
Dude, where'd you get the rascal? That is fucking dope.
I got another one. It's right there.
Have you been racing them?
It slows down. No, we're playing bumper cards.
His name was Paul, and he was an ex-heroin addict who had been down there for 9 years. Where'd you get the tent?
Somebody gave it to me. They were like, "Hey man, you want a tent?" They're moving. I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so I put my king size mattress in there, and
Oh, nice.
I built a thing so it's off the ground, so if the water did come, it would go underneath me. For the most, this is just my clothes over here, and this is my bikes and shit.
Paul's closest friend underground was a disabled war vet who went by the name Wheels.
You know what I find so sad is that anyone that has served our country would have to live like this. I mean, it's sad that anybody would have to live like this, but someone that was fighting for America has to live like this. I don't know. I just have an issue with that. Like a big issue with that.
Is that your bowl of cereal?
Yep.
Well, you better eat that.
Oh, I will.
This is his home right here. He's built all of it.
All right.
Just collecting from different dumpsters all over the city.
And I have actually self-dubbed my place Casa del Cripple.
Casa del Cripple. So you've been down here a lot. Have your living conditions like slowly improved?
Cooler neighbors.
Cooler neighbors over here, yeah.
Mike, how's my building gotten?
Well, your building has actually turned into building.
Yeah, that actually looks like a very comfortable chair in there.
Yeah, I live in New York, and this is
That's
bigger than
actually
my
a
apartment,
double
actually.
frame, a double recliner,
They had some impressive pieces of furniture,
beanbag chair, and
but not to get too sappy, their most prized possessions seemed to be each other. Do you consider the people down here your family, or just your roommates?
family.
Family.
They're more family than my family is.
Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Chicago.
Chicago? Do you ever bet on the Bears?
Almost every year I put a $20 bet on for the Bears to win the Super Bowl, but
Is this their year?
No.
No.
City all the way, baby.
Yeah, no, Kansas City. You're like Pat Mahomes, man.
So if the Bears won the Super Bowl, what would you do with the money you would make from that bet?
get a free 1 or 2 bedroom place and get myself a couple of these guys out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go Bears. Everyone in the tunnels is expected to live by a certain code.
Our group right here, we have our own little law, whatever. We're still from each other. We all help each other in case somebody ain't got food or water or whatever. We all look out for each other as best as possible.
2 main rules.
Yeah, don't touch
Just
stuff.
if it's not yours, don't fuck with it.
Yep.
Then rule 2, refer to rule number 1.
Yeah.
There's actually a third rule too.
One of the things is you have to be invited. You can't just go down into the tunnels and start living there. Like,
Okay.
you'll get kicked out, your camp will
Or
get
attacked.
burned, attacked, any of that kind of stuff.
So who kind of makes that decision?
So
is there like a
will-
ringleader?
There's
Or-
like a hierarchy in most of the tunnels.
Mayors.
Yeah, and
Okay.
we call him the mayors of the tunnels. So he walks around, he polices the tunnel, he kicks out the people that are, being shady or dirty or anything like that.
The biggest threats the mole people faced underground were thieves,
Somebody came and robbed me. They cut it all open and took everything I owned.
spiders,
Did you hear the popping?
Oh yeah.
That was spiders.
Jeez.
And
Oh my
sluts.
gosh.
When the rain comes, me personally, 4 times. Came back, and not a threat, not even nothing. It's just gone. There's nothing you can do.
We went for the ride down the tunnel in one of the floods. I hit a little break in the wall, and the wall hit like right here. Shot me out of the chair. My buddy's dog freaking climbed up my back. and forced me under the water.
While they seem to be making the
That is so sad. There's animals down here too. I know that that sounds awful. I'm like, I know that there's humans down here, but like the animals don't deserve that either. That's so sad.
most of their situation.
So did you say I'm gonna build shelves for it?
It's rarely a happy story that leads to someone moving into the sewers.
Well, unfortunately, I relapsed and I started using heroin. So I've been homeless for about, I'm gonna say about 3 years now, you know. And just this past year, you know, I started talking. My family started talking to me again, and you know, I just came to the point to where I was like, I gotta get myself back, you know. But it's easier said than done, and I quit the heroin, which was like super hard to do. Like,
Were you down here when you
Yeah.
were going through the withdrawals?
Yeah, it took me 19 days.
How did you get hurt?
Where'd you serve?
2 tours in Afghanistan, 2 tours in Iraq. My family's pretty much shunned me off, but I'm the one that actually broke away from them because they didn't tell me about my mother and grandmother's passing until a month and a half later. You don't want to let me be at their family's funeral? Screw you.
Yeah, this is like super sad. I don't know. Just, I need to see. I got a message from YouTube here. I need to see what's going on. Well, they copyright me, so let me see here. I don't know. I guess they don't want me to watch the moles, so I guess that's kind of like what happens. Let me see here. I just want to go and see if I can get any like highlights of things.
Would someone be living in that tunnel?
Really, and that's what I got.
Hey, can you show me how to put the condom?
Yeah.
Fuck, you know what I mean? I didn't even want to spend one night here, and next thing I know, it's 5.
Somebody with a really
Bad energy.
bad heart,
Yeah, yeah.
not.
Yeah.
So those would be the actual mole people. We headed out.
Yeah, YouTube does not want me to watch this on live. So, I mean, thank you guys for kind of watching. I don't really know, like, what. They're just so freaking picky about, like, copyright claims and stuff. Like, you just can't, like, do anything on YouTube anymore. But, again, thank you guys for watching.